All right, everyone, come on in, make yourself comfortable. Grab that delicious beverage of yours as you slide into that comfy chair. You're adjusting it. Maybe you're still in your kitchen. Maybe you're at the coffee house by now. Maybe you're at your job, and this is one of those NSF, not safe for work. Not because it's risque, but because you're not allowed to be looking at this stuff while you're sitting at the cubicle, pounding away at the keys. But whatever device you're on, your phone, your tablet, and wherever you're at, maybe you're sitting at the John and this is the most comfortable spot for you to watch this. Whatever you're doing and whatever beverage you have in hand, and maybe that other snack in your other hand, adjust that screen and adjust the chair and get that lumbar just right, because we're going to look at another fantastic toy from an era gone by and a job that's gone by too. But before we get into it, as always, please take a second to subscribe, because the masters at YouTube, the masters of information and communication that controls 93% of all global information now, have insisted that we do this in order to get some recognition, some algorithmic favoritism, and it's modest at best for a little peon like me. So with that out of the way, and always don't forget to smash the like button too. That's important. So with that out of the way, I have a doll toy, because it is a doll toy. She has a doll head, but I've wanted a decent example for a very, very long time, and I finally found one that I felt was adequate. It's very, very nice. Is it super duper pristine and perfect? No, but it's pretty close. I mean, it's very nice. This is, of course, the Lanmar Switchboard Operator. So as always, let's take a look at the box, which is a lovely box, by the way. And this is a Lanmar toy. And I am doing this at my desk, as you see here. And here you have this lovely young lady doing a job that no longer exists, the switchboard operator. And boy, how I miss those jobs. Imagine this was an era when people had all kinds of employment opportunity. That's when I say I miss them. I miss the fact that people can just do like regular jobs and get paid a decent wage and didn't have to necessarily go to secondary education and tertiary education and get all kinds of debt. And look, she was happy, because she had this nice ponytail and her bangs were curled up and she had a headset and she was talking to her friends, saying like, you know what, this isn't the greatest job in the world, but I get to chat with you while I'm switching all these calls. There used to be a call center in the town I grew up. It was at AT&T. The building is still there, actually, but it all became automated, so it's we lost some of these jobs, but very beautifully depicted here. And it was the forerunner of the green screen, right? We could have Hollywood go in there and put all kinds of CGI behind her now. So let's see, it's tough without hitting the toy. So it's the battery-operated switchboard operator. And then you can see another view of it here. Now, one of the reasons I like this toy is because the panel itself is so spacey to me. This could be like a NASA control center. And it is, by the way, one of the many Lanmar toys. Do you have all of them? Remember when I showed you the pre-war toys? They used to frame it as, do you have them all? Or wait, no. Do you have them all? Or I don't know. It was framed backwards. So now this side, and I'm trying not to hit her, it's not decapitating her. It's that the head is removable so it fits in the box. Now look at it. Does that say AOC? I don't know what's that say. Oh, no. Is that a price? 7? I don't know. Let's look at the other side. It doesn't have it on the other side. I could get it about that far. And the other kind of cool thing about this is that it's red and there's no fade. So this was stored in a proper manner so that the box didn't hit any UV rays that would have faded it in any capacity. So that's the box. And one of the limitations on the desk is that I have just a corner of it in order to make this work. So I have to go within the constraints of the space, but that's okay. For the static toys, it's okay. Now, the panel itself is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Is that the coolest thing you've seen as far as lithography? I say that all the time, but this is, I'd say, ranks up there with among any of the more complex lithography schemes, patterns. And like I said, I wish they made this. This could have been left exactly the way it is. And if nothing else, you see this phone that's lithoed on top? Just changing this to NASA. She could have been like a NASA, even a NASA switchboard operator. It still would have worked as a space toy. So there you have the Linmar logo also cleverly lithographed in the front panel here. So it's her board panel. She's sitting in this really nice maroon, looks like a lounge chair. So you know what? They were pretty comfortable in their work environment. And again, I just dig the light pattern. Kind of a little bit like Mr. Atomic, right? And you know what's really nice is the raised circles, these rings almost, like I don't know the proper name to describe them, but the way the lithography or the tin is molded around the lights adds a really nice effect. And it's even the buttons and switches here. This is molded into the, or die punched, you know, formed into the pattern. So it's raised, which is a really, really nice three-dimensional effect on this. I mean, sometimes, yeah, I mean, they do it often on things, but it really works in this particular toy. You can see the raised element here. And then, of course, I'm going to do the front. I showed it from the back. I cleaned up her face. Was so dirty. It looked like she was working in a freaking coal mine. So I'm surprised when the sellers do that. You know, I took some Q-tips, dampened them a little bit. I mean, she had like boogers on her nose and tacos on, you know, taco residue on her face. I don't know what it was, but it cleaned up really nice. So now she's a very, very sanitary looking switchboard operator. Let me see if I can zoom in. There we go. Look at that. Look how cute she is as a doll. I probably could have cleaned it a little more, but you know, sometimes you got to be careful. You don't want to, because you could see a little bit of the color was coming off on the Q-tip. So I don't want to remove her blush or her lipstick. But she was really, really dirty. Like I said, it looked like she was eating some chalupas there at Taco Bell. So, and then had smuts all over her face. Anyway, she's got a nice plaid, I don't know, shirt on, nice collar. Very 50s looking, right? This hairstyle, everything, very, very 50s. So this is the money angle, though. And let me zoom back out now. So how's the operation? How is the operation of this toy? Well, you know, it's a pretty nice light show. Let me get it better in frame. So you got the on-off button here, and let's turn it on. All right. I don't want to run it too long. You know, the old risk of burning out the light. So that is your Linmar switchboard operator, battery operated. And I think it's probably could be number one of this, you know, like the busy secretary toy, the ones in this category of these doll-headed toys. I think it's the number one, the most elaborate, probably the coolest action. I think it's also very spacey. You saw the sound even was reminiscent of like a robot. But what do you guys think, guys and gals? Do you think this is something that could have also doubled as a spacey toy? I certainly think so. But Let me know what you think. I know this is not the usual robot or space toy, but I have obviously always these other types of toys as well. Let me know if you like this kind of stuff. If you do, as always, smash the like button and don't forget to be, to subscribe if you haven't already done so, or if you're a lurker, and leave a remark and let me know what you think. With that, as always, I appreciate your time, and that's it. I'll talk to you later.